Hi, friends. Um, well, I have been remiss in making videos. I have some sort of block and a self-consciousness, if I'm honest, about making videos. So I thought what I would do is while I'm doing my artwork, I just talk a little bit. And I guess first you should know is I like to do my artwork with other noise. So most of the time it's the TV or a movie on. I don't know why, but that's how I work best. Even when I was in college, I used to have the television on without any sound and then my stereo going for the music. I don't know why, but it seemed to help me focus. Anyway, so today I'm just working on my Kirsten piece in 3D. It's hard for you to see, I think, but now I'm not in my studio. I'm actually a farm and house sitter too. Actually, a lovely family that I've known for several years now that I used to work for. And now when they're going on vacation, I take care of their farm and their animals and their dog and all of that. And it's nice. I get a little vacay and they know that their place is going to be safe and taken care of, and their dog will be loved and their horses will be spoiled and all of that good stuff. Anyway, so I'm working on my Kirsten piece. I don't know. We'll see what happens. This is just one panel. I think this is the third panel. I have the others at home. I forgot to bring them with me, but I will share them. You know I will. So right now I'm just taking I don't know, can I do this? Talk and do art at the same time? Maybe I'll just be quiet for a little bit. Is that okay? And if I think of something to say, I'll say it. Maybe that's what I'll do. You can hear Family Feud in the background. Okay, so so maybe I do have some thoughts. I wonder about our world sometimes. I worry about my children. I worry about my neighbors. I worry about people that are important to me. My sister, my nephew, my roomie. Things aren't the same as when we were younger, for sure. Makes me want to cry sometimes. However, I have my art. Alright, I think I need to change the channel because I don't like to watch game shows. I just finished watching a recording of The View because I work, so, you know, I don't get to see it while I'm at work. I'm kind of a political junkie. Yes, I'm a liberal, but what can I say? I'm on the side of helping people.
Or over exaggerating his lack of character and how devoid he is of any emotion. We're telling the
Anyway,
truth about
I
all
wonder if
this,
I can find
and
something
we
else
do
for the
not
background
keep doing this for the next 8 months.
while I'm recording myself.
If we elected again, you know, this shows
This is so weird for me, I hope you know,
we need to be doing everything that we can,
and
regardless of the outcome.
kind of a natural feeling.
For our future generations, but also our place on the world stage.
I want to just end with something more personal. I mean,
I don't know.
recently.
Sometimes I feel like I waste so much time
Donald Trump, but emblematic of the way he
trying to find something to ignore.
That is Donald Trump. And you still consider yourself some conservative values.
So overwhelming sometimes.
On policy issues, you may have alignment with a number of the people who aren't speaking out.
I'm very much a sci-fi person and a horror person.
In terms of
Ooh, here we go. The Lost Boys. I like that movie. Lost Boys is fun. Kiefer, he's so cute back then. We all don't get to choose how we age. I, for one, can attest to that. So, what am I doing? I'm making my artwork into a 3D piece. Not sure what I'm doing, but I have this vision and it's in my head. I'm not much of a sketcher, which is probably not a good thing, but I feel like I go over things so much in my head. Anyway, so can you see? Yes, so, and what these panels are, once they're all put together, is my portrait of my friend Kirsten, who I used to be roommates with in college, art school. She went to SVA, and I went to Parsons, and we were roommates for a while. And Kirsten is such a talented artist, and she's an inspiration of mine. And her name is Kirsten Awney, by the way. And she, I believe, gosh, I hope I'm not remembering this incorrectly, but she has a little shop, because she's a textile artist in Duluth, Minnesota. I just see her post all the time, and it's Kirsten Awney. Look her up. Stuff is awesome. I want to be like Kirsten as far as having my own shop one day, maybe. Wouldn't that be cool? Although I'm not sure. Life is what happens when you're busy making other plans. A very wise man said that once. Anyway, I left my tripod, my thingy for my phone, so I can record at home. I mean, I was only going to be at the farm for a few days, so I just didn't bring everything. So I kind of had to make do with what I have and try to make sure you can see something of what I'm doing. Anyway. Anyway, this piece has how many panels? I think it has like 9 or 12, 9, 10, 11, it may have 12 panels. I can't remember off the top of my head. And each panel is in a like a shadow box, a deep box, shadow box. That's what I call it. But it's like it's a very deep frame. So like you could put 3-dimensional stuff in it and display it. Anyway, I got a bunch off of Facebook Marketplace for like $20, and I painted them black. And because you know, of the paint I used and the paint that was already on the frames because they were like gold or something. Parts of the edges are like, it's like they're distressing naturally just by laying around. I'm not the most organized person, so they have opportunity to do that. Anyway, I'm going to put all of these, I've painted them all black. I'm going to put each panel in one of those frames. And then I'm going to put all of those together on some kind of a backing. I haven't decided on what that is yet. But the thought behind it is that each piece makes the whole. But each piece, each piece is a piece of art in and of itself. But altogether, it makes a larger piece of art. I'm not trying to be profound or anything. It's just a thought. You know, it's like, what am I thinking? Oh, I can't think of the analogy. Anyway, sorry. Brain fog, brain fart, I don't know. Okay. I can't believe I'm gonna post this. But I have to get over this block. I have some kind of stupid block and I'm like so self-conscious and I'm afraid. So I'm gonna swallow hard and I'm gonna put this out there. And I hope you're kind. And I just hope you're kind. I think I'm one of those fragile humans. I mean, not fragile in the sense that I can't survive or whatever like that, but fragile in the emotional sense. Yeah. Stupid. And I don't know if it's hormones or if it's just who I am. The quandary of becoming an old woman. Anyway, that's my cross to bear. But maybe you can relate. Maybe you can't. that's okay too. All right, so what I'm doing with all of these pieces is I'm layering these little foam they're acid-free stickies, to my art, to parts of my art, because I've kind of like deconstructed. So like, for instance, I start with the whole piece, the whole section that I have created here. And now what I will do is I have made other copies, and then I cut them and I put them on different levels, so it gives it more of a 3D effect. I don't know, I think maybe it's a little bit of my homage to paper crafts. I don't know much about them, but I do admire them. My grandmother did this thing when she retired, and it's called Scherenschnitt. And I love that stuff. And I always think about that when, well, not always, but I frequently think about that when I'm doing this kind of stuff with my work. You know, it's like how she used to sit and she'd draw out on a piece of paper, and then a design on a piece of paper, and then very carefully she would cut it out by hand with an X-Acto knife. And I think sometimes she used little scissors too, but it was very intricate and it was beautiful. And my grandfather, now this is on my father's side, he would make the frames for her to display her Scherenschnitt. And I think they actually sold some. I don't remember if it was at fairs or something like that. I don't think they were like that kind of fair people, but I think maybe just locally in like a little gift shop or something like that. I'm not sure though. But I do believe she said that people bought them from her. And it was like a really lovely hobby that she had. I always liked her. Her name was Dorothy. Everybody called her Dot. I just called her Grandma. It wasn't very close with her, but she was always super cool when I was around her. At least to me. I mean, what can I say? I'm not very close with much of my family. I mean, I'm sorry, that's not true. I'm close with my sister. I think what I mean by I'm not very close with my family is that we are close, but we're not one of those families that like is constantly up each other's butts, you know? We're not like each other's beeswax, if you get my drift. But we're there for each other when it counts. And that's all that matters in the end, isn't it? Anyway. Well, I've gone on for almost 20 minutes now, so I guess that's about enough. I will let you know, or I will show you how this turns out. I'm sure I'll have it done by the time I do my next video. Thanks for letting me spew forth. I appreciate it, my friends. See you next time. Bye.